Hi, my name is Brett Cobb, and I'll be giving a presentation on what is concrete and what it's made of. Concrete has always been, well, it's been around for thousands of years. It started in the 1300 BC by Middle Easterns. They used it to coat their buildings to not allow the airflow to come in, and it binded the stone together. Concrete is super diverse in what you can do with it and how they use it even today and how they use it then. It's used anywhere from making small flower pots to building skyscrapers. Concrete is made of aggregates and cement, which in particular it's Portland cement. Aggregates take up 65 to 80% of the space in concrete, and the rest of it is Portland cement. Aggregates are put into two different classifications, fine and coarse. The way that they figure out which ones are which is the fine aggregates can go through a sieve, a number 4 sieve, and it's usually sand, and coarse aggregates are gravel or crushed stone, and they don't go through the number 4 sieve. Portland cement is the main binding agent in concrete. It's made of crushed lime and clay that's heated up. It was patented in 1824 by Joseph Aspin, a British stonemason. It had been around for a long time, but he put the patent on it, so they counted it as his. It used to be a specific brand, Portland cement, but then now it's widely used. It's for any brand that's making it because it's the type that it is. Concrete to test it on sites and things like that. They do two different types of tests. They do the workability, which is the slump, and they do the compressive strength test. To find the workability of the concrete, they have to know what the slump is first, which is measured in inches. They do that by filling a cone, which is 4 inches at the top, 8 inches at the bottom, and it's 12 inches high. They fill it full of concrete, and they make sure that it's cleaned off. Then they slowly lift it in a straight up motion, and when it settles, that's what the slump is in the inches from 12 inches. I didn't have a picture, but I do have it from this book. It gives a good depiction of what the cone looks like and how the slump is measured from it. The other way to measure it is in the compressive strength. The compressive strength, they take cylinders. It depends on how much is required for what the project is or how large it is. They fill those full and let set for 24 hours on the job site because that's where the concrete is coming from. And then they bring it to a testing facility where they do a compressive test on it until failure. They take the concrete out of the cylinder and put it in a compression tester, and until it pretty much explodes. That's how they know what the compressive test on it is. Concrete is a very strong material, but it doesn't have a very high tensile strength. So when they're making beams and whatnot, they have to reinforce them with steel bars, or when they're doing things such as bridges and whatnot, they put cables in, which they call strands. The steel bars are rebar. They come in different classifications, but the main thing to know about them is they're located in strategic places inside the concrete form where the tensile strength needs to be the highest. And for the strands, There's two different types. It's called pre-stressed concrete that they put the strands in. Pre-tension and post-tension. The pre-tension are cables that are put in before the concrete is laid in the form, and the post-tension is afterwards. That is a really brief summary of concrete. It can be way more, but the main things to note is how versatile it is, and how far it's came, and how it's still advancing today. And that's my presentation.